Yo, what's up guys, it's Perry. Today I have a different type of video. I'm going to be doing the top 10 most common jungle mistakes that I see in low elo. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm been challenger for the last 4 or 5 years now. I've peaked rank 2 in NA, 1871 LP, and rank 33 in Korea. I've also been coaching and help hundreds and hundreds of people achieve their ranked goals. I'm going to go over these mistakes that I see very often. Let's jump right into the first thing I see people do, and it's simply not playing for objectives. A lot of people fall into this trap of not playing around objectives. So whenever you're ahead, or whenever you're even, or whenever you're playing a good, strong game, you want to have the goal of playing for objectives. So let's look at this Rengar here. This Rengar starts off the game with a full kill, and he's very strong. I'm the Diana on the other side here. This Rengar is very powerful. And the thing is, this Rengar gets Dragon at around 650 in the game. When you have a lead like this, where pretty much all your lanes are winning, your mid's really strong, your bot's pretty strong, even your top is really strong, you want to get this Dragon as fast as you possibly can. Now the thing about this Rengar is Rengar's playing for a little fight here. Rengar's playing this type of aggression here instead of just doing anything that has to do with his dragon. He could recall, go for his Krugs, and go for the dragon after. He needs to play around the dragon. And a lot of you guys ask this question of, okay, well, Barry, like, I don't know how to slow-ball games. I don't know how to close games out. I don't know how to win when I have a lead. It's probably because you're not hyper-fixating on objectives. They will win you games. They will put you in positions where the enemies have to fight you on the third dragon, on the fourth dragon. The enemies will feel compelled to fight you around different places, but the problem is you guys are not playing for objectives. So let's take a look at this timer here. Right around 8 minutes, when we have the grubs that are respawning, these grubs are respawning right here, right? Rengar is playing for a kill here. Cool, so Rengar gets the kill, and Rengar ends up dying to me, and I end up dying right after. What do you guys think Rengar should do immediately when his top laner and mid laner are winning this hard? Top laner about to kill me too. Now you can take a second to think about it. It's very obvious, very clear. He should run straight to the grubs. Let's watch what this Rengar does. Rengar runs straight into the bot side, and then does his bot camps, and then invades my bot side. You see how the logic doesn't add up here? He scores 11-5, and somehow, in this game, I am able to grab these 3 grubs. In a miracle situation, I don't know how, my top laner is getting completely destroyed, solo killed again. Well, that was my mid laner this time, 0-5 mid laner, and Rengar's not playing for the objectives. So you'll see this trend throughout the eternity of all your gameplay and other junglers' gameplay, and if you see your jungler do this, let's say you're not a jungler, you see your jungler do this, man, you need to just report them. You need to literally tell them to their face, you are a dumbass idiot. Please focus on winning the game. Grab the objectives. This is very bad for your game. You're not going to win by playing off invades unless the objectives are already cleared. These objectives, snowball games, give you security, and it forces the enemy to make a choice. The number one most important thing that I see all the time in almost every single elo, even in higher elos as you get better, but especially in lower elos, people do not focus around objectives. Alright, let's jump into our second most common mistake here, and this one's going to be a pretty problematic thing I see all the time. The second thing is overstaying on the map and looking for difficult plays. So everyone wants to play League of Legends and fight people and do things. The problem is, when you're sitting on thousands of gold and you try to create plays, Rengar is sitting on 1400 gold and you try to create plays, you are just going to be too weak in the fight. You are not going to be as impactful as you possibly can be. So a lot of the time, people overstay on the map with thousands and thousands of gold to look for something instead of recalling and looking for a better play later on in the game. And this is a very common thing. If you find yourself having 1,000 gold to 1,500 gold and you're making plays, you need to consider recalling first and then making plays. Plays aren't going anywhere. You can always create a play somewhere else some other time. So you need to refrain from making plays like this, because look at what happens. Rengar wanted to recall, but then he sees Irelia is in need of help, and instead of like leaving, I can't kill the Irelia here. I'm not like Irelia is champion. E's up, W's up, Q's up. Irelia can literally 1v2 us and give me a headache. I'm just doing this because my Yasuo needs desperate help. I want to return to my Krugs and Raptors very badly. But Rengar should have a game plan, like we said, of playing for this dragon. He wants to recall, go grab the Krugs. This Rengar needs to spend his gold. Because look, I end up outplaying the Irelia. Really a misplace here. So I end up killing the Irelia, and then Rengar can't even do anything. Even if Rengar landed his Bola here, it doesn't matter. Rengar can't actually do anything because he has no items. And then he's delaying his camp respawn. Then he's delaying the dragon. He's delaying the rest of his game over and over and over again. So you'll find this is a very common thing. Well, the question then is, okay, when do I make plays then? Aren't I going to let this Irelia die and then not have a play with Irelia? It's like, yeah, let's say I kill Irelia. That means you will have another opportunity to maybe invade me because I spent time killing mid. Or maybe you'll have an opportunity to gank a lane while I'm farming camps. You will have another opportunity at some point in the game because it's a turn-based game, League of Legends, and that's also just how tempo works. If I make a play, the enemy has an opportunity to make a play. So if Rengar Recall spends his gold, he will have an opportunity to make a play at some point. You need to look for those good opportunities rather than forcing things when you have a lot of gold. A third most common mistake that I see junglers make is not defending their camps when they are ahead. So let's take a look at this situation here. Rengar ends up clearing Krugs, and then he's going to his Raptors, and now his Wolves and his Gromp are up. Now what this Rengar wants to do is try to look for a kill mid, and this Thresh is Omega Giga trolling. Don't know what this Thresh is doing, right? Thresh ends up dying to the Rengar, and then Rengar gets the dragon. Now they see me in the bot side, and I'm going to clear my camps on spawn because I'm here immediately, and I'm just going to one-shot these. Now, Rengar is pretty much done with this dragon very, very, very soon. Rengar has to understand that we cannot give our top camps up. We need to defend the trade. If you are capable of defending the trade, you have to defend. Let's say I'm Diana here, right? Well, I am Diana here. Let's say I'm the weak here. It's Diana's position. If the enemy blue side is doing the dragon, I as Diana always want to look on the other side of the map. And let's say it's vice versa. Let's say blue side is playing on the top side. I as Diana always want to look into the bot side. I want to trade. I want to do something on the other side of the map. Now the problem here is I was clearing my bot camps while Rengar was clearing dragon. I was okay with this situation. I didn't hate it. I was like, okay, it's fine. I'm gonna just do this. It is what it is. But what that means is this Rengar can now cross through mid lane and take this top crab and completely screw my game over. Because he can not only get the dragon, win this side of the map, so bot lane's won, but he can also safely defend the top side. Why is this possible? It's because look at top lane, guys. This Teemo is literally up 1,000 gold almost. Look at the items. My Victor is level 5, catching this full wave here. Teemo is so strong here. And even this Irelia, although weak conditions, she's still very, very, very strong. And Rengar as a champion as well is very strong against Diana in general. That's just how Diana sort of works. Diana scales hard. Rengar is an assassin. Rengar is going to have a more promising early game. On top of that, it's very hard to kill Rengar. Rengar can use Awaken W and just leave. So that gives time for Teemo and Irelia to come. I can't ever kill this Rengar here if Rengar plays smart. Rengar needs to defend his top side here. So this applies to the mid game as well. So I'm going to load up what we call the Rift Kits, which, funnily enough, hold on here, Rift Kits, which is very, very, very helpful. It's actually what I used during my 2-hour fundamentals video. I used the Rift Kits to talk about everything, league related. Pretty much, this applies to the mid game as well. Let's say we are red side. Okay, so this is us, and blue side's winning. Let's say the score's 30 to 15. Okay, we're red side here. Red side has 15 kills. Okay. If blue side goes for this dragon, okay, and the timestamp is 23 minutes. If the blue side goes for this dragon, okay, and I am red side, I cannot win given these conditions. It's 30 kills to 15. Therefore, I must trade. I must go into the top side and look for a response in the top lane. Now, there's another problem here. So this is like 3.5 common mistake. people will join the fight here, and they won't trade. So, oh, I see my top laner coming, or let's say top laner's top lane, not even joining. I see my mid laner coming, and I see my bot lane coming, and I see my support coming. I'm gonna go fight. I'm gonna go fight. Why not? Let's just fight right here. It's a 4v4. We can win. And then you end up getting ace, and you give them the dragon anyway, and then you lose the game even further. So the big problem is people don't trade as quickly as they should or trade at all. When you are losing or even and you don't have control over the objective, you must give up the objective and then trade. Now on the flip side of that, if you are the person winning and you're doing the objective, you must defend the trade against good players. So there's two components to this common mistake. Number one, you need to be aware of the trade so you can not just die bot lane here. You can go dive their top lane and get this turret with this, which is worth 800 gold, 675 local, 25 global per person. And then that's worth 800 gold total, so that's worth literally 3 kills. You get the top lane kill, so that's worth 1100 gold, and then you also get the waves. So you're making around 1500 gold from this like one top play. Because you're dying waves, you're gaining waves. Or you can go get ace on the dragon. Okay, but let's say you're very smart as the blue side jungler, and you're aware that the enemy red side is not contesting. Let's say the enemy mid laner is just chilling here, bot lane is chilling here, or it's flipped here, and we see them. What I can do is I can maybe let my teammates finish this dragon, recall immediately, and then bolt it to the top side to defend the trade. Or after I clear the top or the bot dragon, instead of invading or instead of clearing camps, I immediately recall and I defend the top side. People don't defend the trade, and then people don't go for the trade. That is a very common thing and very common problem that I'll see everyone make. So you guys need to be very aware of trading and defending your own camp. The next common mistake I'll see is not playing around your teammates. So first things first, you need to look at the tab screen. You need to see, okay, who's strong on my team? So if I look at the red side, I simply only have like one person I can kind of play around, which is this Swain. Alternatively, I could play around someone who has CC or a good combo with me, which is this Yasuo, because I'm playing Diana. Yasuo, Diana are very broken combo. So although Yasuo is weak, I need to think about my synergies. I need to think about who I can work with who has CC. Let's say you have a Malphite who's 0-5, he's still playing Malphite. He's still going to ulti and be useful. Now let's think about Rengar's position. Rengar has a Fed Irelia and a Fed Teemo. Rengar needs to work around this Fed Irelia and Teemo. Now let's watch what Rengar does here. Rengar clears the bot crab, and then Rengar ganks mid lane. Rengar gets a kill here, great. Now look at this Irelia's conditions. Irelia has no HP, no mana, and no ultimate. Irelia must recall here. So if you're Rengar, what you have to do is respect the fact that Irelia wants to recall, and also recall. If you recall with your teammates, after maybe you defend top camps, you will be on a perfect tempo together to dominate the map. Rengar also can complete his item here and just 1v9 the game, but Rengar needs to be aware of Irelia's conditions. So you need to play around your teammates by assessing who's strong, but then you need to add the layer of, okay, what's their mana? What's their ultimate? What's their flash? Can they fight right now? Like, are they useful with me? Is their champion good? Do they have good synergies? There's more to playing around your teammates than just being around them. Okay? This is a big common problem we'll see throughout everyone's gameplay. If you look at this and you think to yourself, okay, why do I play the game and not work around my teammates? It's very easy to get trapped and think about, oh, well, look at my Poppy. My Poppy is doing pretty good. My brand is doing pretty good. Like, why can't I work around these guys? It doesn't matter if it can be good with your brand or your Poppy. What matters is who's winning and who you can snowball the game with. Our goal is to snowball. You snowball with your Fed teammates. Always. Do this big thing for yourself. Find a strong teammate. Match your tempo and conditions with your strong teammate. And constantly play around him. So the thing is, look at what this Rengar wants to do. Rengar is trying to make a play here. But this Irelia, think about it. Is Irelia really trying to do anything here? Irelia is trying to clear the wave to do what? Irelia wants to recall. Very badly. So Rengar has the complete wrong intention here. Rengar has no idea what this Irelia wants, and Rengar's not thinking about what this Irelia should do. Rengar could even danger ping the Irelia here. Danger ping, leave. So then Irelia recalls, and then Rengar recalls, and we get our items. We're very powerful on the map. And boom, Irelia is now going to 1v9 the game when she's back with the Rengar. But Rengar is like not sure what's going on. So you guys need to be aware of conditions here. Now this segues into the next common mistake here. Look at this, the way Rengar sort of wants to play. Rengar is walking into the top side here aggressively when his mid laner wants to recall. And his top laner is catching a wave. And he is very confident here about playing aggressively. So this brings us to our fifth thing, which is disrespectful pathing and not being aware of teammates. So both things here apply, but the big thing is you can't be disrespectful when your teammates are not ready. So right now he goes in and he walks forward, his blue is not up, and he goes and he tries to go towards his Irelia. He pings on the way, but he can't do anything because he does not have good conditions through his mid lane. And then on top of that, he also hasn't recalled, so he's sitting on a lot of gold. There's two big things happening here. I mean, honestly, there's like 4 mistakes here, but I just can't list them all. I'm going to try to categorize these. If I'm going to dig the nitty-gritty real quick, just so you guys understand, there's layers to this. It's not being aware of Irelia conditions, not being aware of Teemo conditions, not being aware of his own items, not pinging clearly. It's a segment earlier, which is not defending his top camps. There's so many layers of deep mistakes happening here, but the big consensus that you can have is 2 big things, 2 key takeaways. 1, be respectful of the enemy's strength. Don't disrespect when we don't have our item and when our teammates aren't ready. And the other thing is not playing around your teammates' conditions. So those are the 2 big things I want you guys to really think about. That's going to be another common mistake you'll see. People are just so disrespectful. And you'll get a lot of really good plays that you don't deserve, and the enemy shouldn't like die to, because people are just disrespectful. But that's a good thing. People will disrespect, and it's on you to take advantage of their disrespect. Now the next thing we have here is going to be a really common thing, which is number 6 is going to be like fighting the fight, or herd mentality, or just fighting with no intention. So right here, you see this Rengar has item now. So Rengar's strong. Rengar is going to defend the camp here, and Rengar won the smite. And now, Rengar's like happy. I'm gonna go back to my camps and leave. But look at what happens here. Rengar is just chilling, no ultimate, with Poppy here. Rengar has camps up, Rengar's dragon coming up. Rengar's mid laner is also coming off the map really strong. Again, where is Irelia? Irelia's not here. But look at what Rengar decides to do. Rengar decides to fight. And boom, we get a massive kill here on this Rengar. No idea what this guy's doing. Irelia's trying to ping. I'm not here yet. Rengar's just fighting because he wants to fight. There's no discipline here. There's no intention. What's our intention? To fight the Diana? Why? We are down numbers. Our Irelia is dead. Our teammates are dead. We need to have an intention behind the decision we're making. Okay, so this happens again. If we look here, Rengar respawns, and Rengar runs straight out of the base. And at this stage, Rengar can do camps, chill out. We get the dragon. Irelia is here fighting. Rengar's on the camp. Look at this Irelia. No ultimate again. So Irelia is down conditions. Irelia can sort of E away and escape. Irelia can just walk away. There's no way Irelia is dying here. I can't really kill this guy either because I don't know where Rengar is. I don't know where Poppy is. I don't know where Brand is. They have sort of a fog of war advantage here. I can't just dive in. But if Irelia fights because Rengar's pinging on the way to fight, well, these guys are going to be screwed here. But again, why is Rengar fighting? Rengar has camps up. Irelia has no ultimate up. Rengar wasn't here to start the fight, so Irelia is really weak. Rengar's just fighting to fight. This is just like, oh, I see my teammate fighting, let me join. Or I see enemies on my stream, let me fight. They're on my screen, fight. Let's have some discipline. Let's have some, like, deeper level of control of the game. This is just terrible, terrible stuff. And I want to show you guys, I want to emphasize something, guys. I searched up this Rengar to see, okay, what rank is this guy? Well, this guy is clearly a smurf because he's level 36, fresh account, and he's a Rengar OTPs, averaging 10 kills, which is like good. But you can see the level of mistakes this guy's making. I'd say he might be an Emerald player, because he's literally playing an Emerald Elo, and it's a fresh account. This guy's like clearly not a what we call bad player, but you can see all the mistakes he's making. This is ridiculous. It's unacceptable. If you want to get good at the game, you want to climb, don't do what this guy's doing. All right, this brings us to number 7. This common mistake is a big one, and hopefully you guys are still here, still watching. In fact, if you guys are, leave a like, comment, subscribe, show some support, because, and like honestly, let me know if you enjoy this type of video. It's my first time doing this. I'm just speaking my mind. I haven't done these in a long time, and I just sort of got some inspiration to do these again. If you guys are liking this, comment, I don't know, freaking Rengar low Bob. Comment Rengar low Bob, and I'll see the Rengar low Bob spams. If you guys like this type of video, Rengar low Bob. Alright, let's jump into number 7 here. And that's not playing to live, and it's playing to essentially die. Okay, so what do I mean by not playing to live? And this, my friends, should have been number 1 or number 2. But it's all these are important mistakes. So let's look at the score right now. It's 22-16, and they're actually only down 1k gold. They're still doing really, really good. I'm up 4,000 gold. I mean, come on, I'm a challenger player here in low elo. I'm showing how to smurf with, or I'm showing how to win when you have losing teammates. I'm explaining concepts. You know, I'm a little bit of an X factor in this game, but in general, they're doing okay. And then look, I'm a human at the end of the day, so I make a really disrespectful play, and I get caught here. And look, big cash in for Rengar. Hell yeah, right? Really good for blue side. But wait, what is Rengar doing? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. So Rengar really wanted that kill there on Thresh, but why? They already killed me. I had a massive shutdown. Everyone stayed alive. And ding ding ding, Dragon is up. On top of that, my camps can be up. Mid-turret is up. Top wave is up. There are resources on the map where this is Rengar's time to get back into the game. And what did Rengar do? Rengar thought to himself, oh my gosh, I need to kill this Thresh. This kill is so important here. I need to go forward and kill this guy. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? Take the free Diana kill. I am griefing the game. Take the dragon. Have some scaling. Have some time to snowball. Have some time to win. Pressure the 3rd dragon. Pressure 4th dragon. Maybe take some gold. Take this top wave. Take the mid wave. Take the turret. But no. We want to kill the Thresh. Everyone does this. I do this myself. It's very easy. You're playing League of Legends and you're like, bro, I want to get some kills. I want to kill some people. I want to do things. If you want to climb, you need to stop this. This is what keeps people in low elo all the time. Even though this guy's an Omega Smurf, right? Like a pretty good Smurf or whatever. 5 death average. Why do you think it's a 5 death average? Because he keeps going in for shitty kills like this and then dying. It's like, oh shit, why did I lose the game? Well, you lost Dragon, you lost your Raptors, you lost your Gromp, you lost top wave, you lost mid tier, you lost potentially top tier 2. You're playing Rengar. Oh my gosh, so many missed resources on the map. This happens all the time. People just go in, die 1 for 1, and they think it's okay. It's not okay. Stay alive. You're also playing the most broken role in the game in terms of healing. Jungle can stay on the map because you clear your Raptors, and Rengar WW, Rengar, like the pet itself, the pet is really broken. Jungle's always been stupid in this way, where you can just heal yourself to full HP, or like half HP from 1 or 2 camps. The man is just a complete troll. Alright, and this is going to bring us to our number 8 most common mistake, the 8th most common mistake, which is going to be forcing shit to force shit. So, Rengar broke this bot tier 2. This is a very good play. Rengar tried breaking the bot tier 2. This is a good idea, at least. They killed me. And then the Otacon is spawning. Okay, so they at least got me killed. It is what it is, 1 for 2. I get the intention. He wants to play for a turret. Now, let's look at what Rengar does when he respawns. Rengar goes straight for the Otacon into the bot side. Rengar has 2 items, 2.5 items. So Rengar's strong, Rengar's happy. And look, by the way, the gold is evened out where the enemy is actually up gold. I've griefed so many times where the enemies are happy. Herald is summoned in the top side. And what do these guys do? These guys just rip the article. Why? Why are we forcing shit? Are you pressured? Do you feel like the game's over? What's going on? And what I do is I use this opportunity of them showing 4 bot lane, because look, we see 4 people showing bot lane, including Wave walking through. We have a Scryers. So I use this opportunity to kill their mid laner, Irelia. And then what does Rengar do? He just stays on the auto. You can't do this. If your teammate dies, relax. there's going to be the next fight. If you lose Otacon, if you lose Baron, if you lose Dragon, if you lose Soul, there's going to be another fight. There's going to be an Elder fight. There's going to be a base defense fight. There's going to be a chance someone on the enemy team throws. My Thresh is 0 and 10. Oh my goodness. This guy's 0, 10, 4. Right, my top eight is 3, 7, 1. Someone's gonna throw this game. Holy shit. I didn't even realize. This guy's literally 0 and 10. He will int. I don't have a teammate here. So, what Rengar needs to do is relax. And not force anything here. Just chill. But, he commits to the Otacon. And what do you guys think happens? I clear the mid-wave. I come down. These guys are literally dying 4v3 because they don't even have Teemo here. By the way, hold tab. Who's the strongest teammates on Rengar? Like, who's the strongest players on Rengar's team? It's mid and top. And holy shit, he's playing around Brand and Poppy here. Wait, this Irelia has 4 separate components. Holy shit, this Irelia went from the strongest player in the game to the weakest because the guy couldn't decide on what to buy. Warden's Mail and Winged Moonplate, they don't even work together. Is this guy trolling? What? I don't know, man. Okay, anyway, besides the point. Okay, I killed this Poppy here. We killed this Brand here. Even though they get the Otacon, they all die. And I get the wave. And these guys are just screwed. Now, okay, cool. They got the Otacon. I just got 3 kills. I got a top tier here too because Herald went there. I got all the waves. I got everything. Awesome. Good job. Good job. You guys got Otacon. We just got I got thousands of gold. I'm going to carry this game. So you can't make plays like that. You can't force things. There's no need to force things. All right, guys. I want to talk about number 9 and number 10. These two common other mistakes junglers make. So number 9 here is going to be pretty much ignoring a standard game and trying to force it. So number 8 and number 9 have to do with each other, but pretty much if you are playing a game where you're ahead, if you're playing a game where you're even, if you're playing a game where you're behind, your goal should not be to do something super fancy or do something really creative or do something really amazing, spectacular. Play a normal game of League of Legends. Don't do crazy plays. You don't have to. Like sometimes you'll do some things that like are really aggressive or really like out of the ordinary, sure. But majority of your games, play a standard game. That game, the Rengar, the scoreboard was like 15-5. And the Rengar just started invading and started ganking lanes and started doing things instead of playing for objectives. Play a standard game. Do not force things. That's going to be point number 9. Do not force literally anything ever. You don't want to force. And the last thing, the top 10 most common jungle mistakes is going to be champion swap. Okay, I talk about this a lot, and I talk about this a lot in my tier lists, in my coachings, always, in every single scenario, perma. Do not play multiple champions. Play 1 or 2 champions. And the thing is, you want to play 1 or 2 champions that are similar playstyle. So I could do a video on this in the future. Let me know if you guys want to see this. But Rengar and Briar are not that similar. Don't play these 2 champions together. Rengar and Shaco, they are similar. Rengar and Kha'Zix, they are similar. Rengar Lee Sin, Rengar Xin Zhao, decently similar depending on the build you go. But you can sort of see how those champions are similar in terms of how Rengar plays and how Kha'Zix and Lee Sin and Xin Zhao can play. Rengar wants to be able to go in and then go out. Or go in one shot and still go out. That's like Kha'Zix. Lee Sin can do that too. Xin Zhao more or less can do that, but a little bit harder. Briar is a go in. But on top of that, this guy is just a good Rengar player. He should only be playing Rengar. He doesn't need to play all these other champions like Briar, Shaco, Nico, Silas, Mundo, Emilio, blah, 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 blah. Play your best champion. Play 1 champion. Stop champion swapping. It's the worst thing you can do for yourself. Always, champion swapping is absolutely terrible. Now, if you guys enjoyed this 30-minute long video about the top 10 most common jungle mistakes that I see in lower elos, let me know, because I'll be trying a few of these videos. It's very just authentic, me yapping for 30 minutes about the game I love so much and dearly. And let me know if these are helpful to you, if I'm missing anything, if you guys have other ideas, I want to create more educational content like this. And yeah, please do let me know if you guys enjoyed. Otherwise, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.